Hoş geldiniz. Merhaba. Herkese iyi akşamlar. Evet, bugün büyük bir kalabalık var. Bunu görmek çok güzel. Today there's a big crowd. It's really nice to see that. Okay, şarkımızı dinledik. Çayımızı içiyoruz. Şimdi ders yapmaya hazırız. Okay? We listen to our songs. We are drinking our tea. And we are ready to start the lesson. Peki bugün ne yapacağız? Bugün konu nedir? What will we do today? What is the topic today? The title says necessitives, but in simple words, it's about things we need to do, we should do, or we have to do. Today we will learn need to, or in the correct order, should, need to, have to. Okay? Bugün Türkçe'de should, need to ve have to nasıl söylenir? Bunu öğreneceğiz. 3 tane ek öğreneceğiz. We will learn 3 suffixes. Ve burada bir liste var. Görebilirsiniz. Başlamadan önce size fikir verecek. Before starting, it will give you an idea what to expect. Birinci ekimiz malı meli. Tabii I mentioned 3 suffixes. I mean these 3 categories. You can see these 2 suffixes for each. That's because of the vowel harmony, as you know. They are actually just one suffix with different variations. Birinci ekimiz, our first suffix, should. Yani malı, meli. Peki nasıl kullanıyoruz? How do we use it? It's very simple. Çok kolay. Oops. Git. Burada bizim fiilimiz var. We have our verb here, which means go, to go. We get the verb stem, insert meli, and then insert some personal markers to identicate that I'm talking about I should go. Yani ben gitmeliyim. Ben uyumalıyım. Sen bunu yapmamalısın. This time, as you might noticed, I said sen instead of ben because I saw the sın here instead of which means you. Sen, you, bunu, this, yapmamalısın. You shouldn't do this. Also, you probably recognize bu as this, but you can see the nu here. It's because of the position of bu. It's my object in the sentence. Bunu yapmamalısın. I'm adding this accusative suffix, accusative case when it's the object. So you shouldn't do this. You should come here. Buraya gelmelisin. Buraya gelmelisin ve Türkçe öğrenmelisin. Türkçe öğrenmelisin. It's simple as that. Take the verb stem, insert meli or malı, and then the personal marker. But as we will move on to the other suffixes, things will get a little bit more complicated. Diğer eklere ilerlediğimiz zaman işler biraz karışacak. Çünkü because need to ve have to bizim için biraz zor. Bunları kullanabilmek için burada me verbal noun kullanmamız gerek ve me personal suffix kullanmak gerek. Like even if you noticed, I'm saying gerek. I am using it without knowing, without realizing. Gitmem gerek. I need to go. Gitmek zorundayım. I have to go. We will break down and see the details just in a bit. Let's first talk about malı. Let's get this out of the way. It's the easy one, it's the simple one. Şimdi malı hakkında konuşalım. Çünkü bu kolay ve basit. İki tür ünlü uyumu kullanıyor. Mesela A, I, O, U. Bundan sonra malı diyoruz. E, I, Ö, Ü. Bunlardan sonra after this, bunlardan sonra meli diyoruz. Yani bunları kullanırken hangi harf, hangi ünlü var, bunlara bakmanız gerek. You need to look at the last vowel in the verb stem, so then you can decide if you need malı or meli. After you decide which one to use, you will have to choose the correct personal marker. If you are talking about yourself, as in I should do, you will go with yim, or im, like yim, depends on the vowel here. Maybe I should have made it uppercase as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Because the will also depend on the vowel harmony and lar. Tamam. Gitmem gerek sounds like I can't go. Evet, because there's me in there, but it's not about the negatives. And actually, when we use the negatives with gerek, it sounds like double me. So like gitmemem gerek, yapmamam gerek. We will see examples for that. It will be like a tongue twister at some point. And in fact, I'll show you an example, a famous example that sounds really long and fun to say. Then you will see how it is built. Örnekleri birazdan göreceğiz. Remind me to ask about mecbur. Tamam, it fits into this lesson. Evet, bu derse uyuyor. Evet, mama. The snake example, if you have ever seen that. The snake's poison example. Neyse, şimdi örneklere geçiyoruz. Örnekler kullanacağım. Örnekler yazacağım. I'll write examples. You can do this with me. You can go to the lessons channel. I mean, assuming you are already watching this stream, but maybe you still don't know where to chat, go to the lessons text channel. It's right at the top of the channel order. Then you can see the thread here, and then you can see the thread. You can join it by right click, and you can type here. And also, if you are watching this like this, you can go to the right button, and then you can pop out here. It will put the stream on a new window. Then it will be like you can see both the chat and the stream. Okay? Just a few tips to make this more user-friendly for you. Tamam. Yeah, we went into the matrix for a second and we are back. Just make sure to out. Okay, şimdi örnekleri yazmaya başlayalım. Wait, I'm still showing you the chat. Okay. Örnekleri yazmaya başlayalım. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this trick. They watch the small window or go into the full screen, then go back to the chat. But you can pop out of the stream, it will be on a separate window. Then you can just adjust or position them to each other. That it will be full screen or at least bigger screen with the chat. But if you are on the phone, if you are a mobile user, unfortunately there's no solution to that. Okay. Örnekler. Hasta görünüyorsun. Hastaneye gitmelisin. Evet. Doğru, bravo. Hasta görünüyorsun. You seem or you look like sick. Hasta görünüyorsun. Hastaneye gitmelisin. You should go to the hospital. Hastane. Ders çalışmalıyım. I should study. Ders çalışmalıyım. Sınavım var. I have a exam. I have an exam. Sınavım var. Ders çalışmalıyım. Okay, başka örnek. A different example. Think about your life. Think about yourself. And tell us, what should you do? Ne yapmalısınız? Mesela yağmur yağıyor. It is raining. So what should we do when it's raining? Maybe we are outside and we need to get inside. We need to enter the house. Eve girmeliyim. Enter the house. Yağmur yağıyor. Eve girmeliyim. Or ceket giymeliyim. Doğru. Şemsiye getirmeliydim. Doğru. But you used a past suffix. It will be included today, but not yet. Henüz past göstermiyoruz ama birazdan. Doğru. Başka ne söyleyebiliriz? Mesela yemek ya da let's say karnım aç. Karnım aç. My stomach is hungry or simply I'm hungry. Karnım aç. Yemek yapmalıyım. I should cook or I should make food. Açım, yemek yemeliyim. Doğru. Yemeliyim. Not me. Yemeğin tadı kötü. Onu atmalısın. You should throw it away. Çünkü yemeğin tadı kötü. The taste of the food is bad. Doğru. Türkiye'ye gideceğim. Türkçe öğrenmeliyim. I'll go to Turkey. I should learn Turkish. Türkçe öğrenmek için hafta sonundaki ödevi yapmayı unutmamalısın. Bravo. Kontekst var ve negatif var. Türkçe öğrenmek için hafta sonundaki ödevi yapmayı unutma. This time, Lick, here is our negative. Malısın. Unutmamalısın. You should not forget. As in, basically, you shouldn't. Unutmamalısın. Mesela Mamma Mia. Evet. Mama. Türkçe. Doğru ama we need this y suffix. because Türkçe is my object. So, unutmamak için her gün biraz pratik yapmalısın. Türkçeyi unutmamak için her gün biraz pratik yapmalısın. In order to not forget Turkish, unutmamak için you should do some practice every day. Her gün biraz pratik yapmalısın. Okay? Belki örnekler bu kadar yetebilir. Maybe that's enough examples. If you can't think of something new. I mean, we can also just generate examples forever because the base logic is very simple. So I will now slowly be moving to the next suffix if there are no questions. Eğer sorusu olan yoksa birazdan yeni eke geçiyorum. Soru var. There's a question. Neden pratiği söylemiyoruz burada? Güzel soru. Accusative her zaman kullanmıyoruz. Nesne olduğu zaman kullanıyoruz, evet. Ama her nesnede değil. Nesnenin belirli olması gerek. The object needs to be definite. In this context, pratik is even like an abstract thing. It's not definite, so you don't need accusative. When you put the accusative, you make the object definite. A common example to this is like yemek yedim, I ate food. Yemeği yedim with accusative, I ate the food. Like this food, I ate it. The definite food. So pratik yapmak is just a common verb to do practice. Tamam, güzel. O zaman yeni slide'a geçiyorum. I am moving to the new slide. Şimdi need to hakkında konuşacağız. Bu eki bir şey yapmamız gerektiği zaman kullanıyoruz. Şimdi bir zorlayan bir şey var ama hala yapmama şansımız var. Malıya göre biraz daha güçlü. It's a bit stronger than malı. But it's still like on average. The force is on average. It's not the highest, it's not the lowest. En yüksek değil, en düşük değil. Orta. And now things get complicated. Şimdi işler karışıyor. Yine iki türlü ünlü uyumu var. We have two-way vowel harmony again. Like ma, me. That's all you need to know here. Ma, me. But the actual detail is with possessives. With need to, we use possessives. And I assume you know possessives. For example, when you say my car, my cat, my house, or your name, your family, so like something that you own or something someone owns. We use these suffixes for these pronouns like my, ms. Wait, sorry, there's a mistake. Mom. This then. Okay, fix the typo. Benim uses me, senin uses ne, and so on. This is the same table, the same pattern for saying my car, benim arabam, your car, senin araban, or his car, onun arabası. It's the same pattern. if you have noticed or if you have studied possessives before, this will be familiar. Eğer daha önce possessives çalıştıysanız bu size tanıdık gelecek. Bakın kimler gelmiş. Hoş geldin. Neden possessives? Why is it possessives? Güzel soru. Çok güzel soru. Ama cevap için ayrı bir slide yaptım. Birazdan anlatacağım. I made a separate slide for the answer of why is it possessive. So I will explain it next time in a bit. As if the need is something you have. Okay, you can say that. Şimdi örneklere başlayalım. Mesela diyorum ki I am saying I need to find examples. So what is find? It's bulmak. To find, bulmak. So how can I make this need to, like need to find? I'll go with the first vowel harmony. First step is always vowel harmony. So after u, I will need a. So I will say ma. And this one's like, I got gerek as well, but now I need to choose the personal marker or the possessive marker. So who was I talking about? I. Ben. I need to. So there's the me. Bulmam gerek. And I need to find what? What is my object? Örnek. Example. I need to find an example. My example finding is necessary. Perfect. Yes, that's the quick answer. I'll explain it in the next slide. But yeah, that's how it's built. That's the dynamics behind the sentence structure. Örnek bulmam gerek. And kitap okumam gerek. Sana bir şey söylemem gerek. Evet, I need to tell you something. I need to sleep. Or wait, let's change our pronoun from I to I don't want to go to you. Maybe we can say we. We need to sleep. Bizim uyumamız gerek. So we as in our. Bizim uyumamız gerek. Maybe I can add this bizim and benim to help the beginners to find out the subjects. At some point, dropping these pronouns will not be a problem. You will get used to it. You will develop a feeling. So when I say uyumamız gerek, you will hear the mız at the end. Then you will understand I'm talking about us. But if you are still beginner, these notes, these parentheses are for you. İnsan en azından 8 saat uyuman gerek. Hayır, doğru değil. Ama understandable, anlıyorum. But let me fix it. So our subject is insan. The insan subject is o, third person. Exactly. So you will need to use ması. And of course, you will need to use this. İnsanın en az at least 8 saat 8 hours uyuması gerek. What is insan? Human. So like let me mention a grammatical concept. There is an impersonal pronoun, like when you talk about a general thing, as in English they say like one should do this, or they say you should do this. It doesn't necessarily mean you, it's a general you. For this, we use insan in Turkish. In German, they use man, like man kan or something. I am sure there is a different word in different languages for impersonal general you. In Turkish, we use human. We use insan. Like one should sleep. İnsan uyumalı. İnsan or biri. Yeah, that also works. Konser 5 dakikaya başlayacak. Bu yüzden şimdi kulübe girmemiz gerek. Güzel. Konser şimdi başlayacak. Bu yüzden şimdi kulübe girmemiz gerek. Evet. So, a tip for practicing this is making a list of verbs, several verbs, like gitmek, gelmek, yapmak, uyumak, yazmak, konuşmak, as in to go, to come, to write, to do, whatever, a list of verbs, and then just fill in the blanks. Just try to conjugate them with this suffix. Like gitmem gerek, yapmam gerek, uyumam gerek, söylemem gerek, bakmam gerek, and so on. Okay, question. Is it like when you say atlamayı severim, atlamaya, where the ma sticks to the verb to make it able to get another suffix as it were a noun? Exactly. That concept is called verbal noun. Like verbs are actions, but they cannot get other suffixes other than tenses, like atladım, atlayacağım. Like they can't get case endings, they can't get possessives, but we use ma or me, and then we transform them into nouns. Then this enables us to use them as if a noun. Then we can use other noun endings. We can use cases, atlamayı, atlamanı, atlamadan, atlamaya, like cases, or we can use all the other case suffixes. It changes the type of the word from verb to noun. So it's a verbal noun. In Turkish, we call it fiilimsi. Fiil means verb, fiil. The imsi suffix, the English equivalent will be the ish. Like when, for example, colors. Something looks purple, but it's not quite like purple. So you go like, that looks purple, purplish. So this ish suffix is our imsi in Turkish. Like breakfast, breakfast-ish, kahvaltı, kahvaltımsı, mor, morumsu, fiil, verb, fiilimsi, verbish. As in, so it's like a verb, but not quite. It functions as a noun. Tamam. A little bit off topic, but useful explanation. Örnek var mı bu mam gerek için? Do we have more examples? O çok kötü biri. O yüzden onun vurulması gerekiyordu. Doğru. That works. That works. It uses the past tense. I will show you how to use them in different tenses, but correct. O çok kötü biri. O yüzden onun vurulması gerekiyordu. That he is a very bad person. That's why he needed to be shot. That's a dark sentence, but just for science. Gerek ve lazım aynı şey değil mi? Aynı şey. You can say that. I used to make a distinction between them, but I don't do that anymore. It's only overcomplicating the situation. There's a slight preference when it comes to the difference, but you will understand it when you are there. When you are more advanced, you will feel the difference. Vurmak, it could mean both. It could mean both. Shoot or hit. Ama in this context, onun vurulması gerekiyor. Instead of saying onun vurulması, you will need to change your case to ona. Ona vurulması gerekiyordu. Now it means hit. See, that's why cases are very important. They change the meaning. That's what I keep talking about accusative, possessive, and datives. If you said adama and adamı, it will be different. Evet. Like, ben adamı vurdum. I shot the man. Ben adama vurdum. I hit the man. The one suffix, one case changes the meaning. Tamam. Bu örnekler yeterli. These are enough. Şimdi, let's talk about the breakdown of this gerek. Now we are going a bit technical. Şimdi biraz teknik detaylar hakkında konuşacağız. Öncelikle gerek nedir? Bunu öğrenelim. Görebildiğiniz gibi lazım ile birbiri yerine kullanabiliriz. Çok büyük bir fark yok. Bir fark var bence ama bunu belirtmek istemiyorum. I don't want to go into the difference. You can accept them as the same. Şimdi gerek nedir? Gerek aslında bir isim. Aslında bir fiil değil. Ama fiil de olabilir. İsim de olabilir. Kullandığımız yere göre değişiyor. It could be a verb, it could be a noun. It depends on where we use it. So, in this first table, I show different examples where it's used with nouns. So this sentence, bana bir elma gerek or bana bir elma lazım. Elma, apple, bir elma, an apple, bana, ben in the dative, like to me. So the translation would be, an apple is needed to me or for me. An apple is needed for me. As in, I need an apple. Okay? Or if I say, bana bir kitap lazım. I need a book. A book is needed for me. Or sana bir şey lazım mı? Do you need anything? Is anything needed for you? Bir tane daha yapalım. Let's do one more. Hiçbir şeye ya da hiçbir şey lazım değil. Nothing is needed. I don't need anything. Okay, this is how it goes. But what about verbs? Like sometimes you need something, but sometimes you need to do something. That's when we use the verbal nouns. We need to make our verbs into nouns, so then you can say need. Benim arabam, my car. I wanted to add this to show the same pattern. Like benim arabam, my car, benim gitmem, my going. And it becomes like benim gitmem gerek. My going is needed. I know this is weird when you say it in English. My going is needed. I need to go. Benim yapmam gerek. Benim yapmam gerek. Then it will be my doing is needed. I need to do. We can complicate the examples a little bit. So let's see. Senin buraya gelmen gerek. The meaning here is you need to come here, but the technical part, the technical formation is your, senin, coming, gelmen, here. Your coming here is needed. Let's do one more example. Onun ders çalışması gerek. His, onun. I mean, this means he needs to study. So, his studying, onun çalışması is needed. Why are you using senin and not sen? That's something I can't explain. I mean, I can say it is because of the possessives. We are using the possessive suffix, senin, your. But why are we using the possessives? I don't know. It's just how the language evolved. That's beyond me. I didn't invent the language, so I don't know. We are using possessives for some reason. And because of this rule, because of this fact, you need to say senin instead of sen. That is what happens with verbal nouns in many languages. All right, maybe it happens with other languages. Yeah, in Turkish, evet, sen would be wrong. For example, here, senin buraya gelmen gerek. If you say this sentence with sen, like sen buraya gelmen gerek, it's wrong. You need senin. Because you can also see there's n here. Let me draw, highlight it. This connects to senin. If you remove sen, if you change it to sen, the n will be irrelevant. It will be, left alone. So it's sad for him. You need his parent, senin. Or this one here. It is connected to this parent. Benim yapmam gerek. Okay? Even in English, we say he's going. Yeah, in some contexts, we say like, his going made me sad. Onun gitmesi beni üzdü. Or, you coming to me made me happy. Senin bana gelmen beni mutlu etti. Tamam. Bu örnekler de bu kadar. Table'da boşluk var ama bu örneklerle onları yer değiştireceğim. I will replace the blanks with these examples later. Şimdi buraya geçiyoruz. Have to hakkında konuşacağız. Üçüncü ve son ekimiz. Our third and last suffix. But of course the lesson is not over yet. There are a lot of other details we have to talk about, as in negatives and some more details. Şimdi let's get the rules or the technical parts done. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. Then we can talk about them. What are we looking at here? Burada neye bakıyoruz? Yine iki türlü ünlü uyumu var. Bu harflerden sonra A, bu harflerden sonra E demek zorundayız. Ama zorunda dedikten sonra, after saying zorunda, buraya bir personal marker eklemeliyiz. We should add a personal marker here. And depending on your pronoun, depending on your subject, burada ben, yim, sen, sın ve böyle gidiyor. It goes on like this. So örneklere bakalım. Mesela we can actually use the same examples. There's not that much difference between need to and have to. It changes. Actually, there is a difference, but people use them interchangeably. So uyumam gerek is what we said before. I need to sleep. But if you want to say I have to sleep, uyumak zorundayım. If you want to say gitmen gerek, you need to go. But if you want to say gitmek zorundasın, you have to go. Mesela bunu görmen gerek. You need to see this. Bunu görmen gerek. But you have to see this. Bunu görmek zorundasın. Okay? Is that just a dictionary form of the verb first? Yes, it is. Mak is also actually a verbal noun. We have a few verbal noun suffixes. Ma is one of them. Mak is known as a dictionary form, like to go, to come, when you look up the verb on a dictionary. So yeah, we use the mak this time instead of ma. Gitmek zorunda kaldım is the correct and same thing. It's a correct thing, but it's not the same thing. I mean, it basically means I had to go, yes, but there's a slight additional meaning to it. Kalmak is like the situation changed and I had to go as a result. I was left with that only option. Yes, correct. Yes. Is zorunda a more emphasized need than gerek lazım? Or is it a just different choice? I would say it's a more emphasized need. Zorunda is mostly things you have to do, as in you are forced to do. Usually like law, like official rules, like you get some punishments, you have to pay it. Ödemek zorundasın. In daily life, people usually interchange between zorunda and gerek. Like you need to pay, ödemen gerek. The difference is not that strict, but it's still there. The difference is zorunda is more emphasized. Zorunda is when you are forced and there will be serious consequences. But of course, sometimes a mom can come to you and say, you have to sleep. Uyumak zorundasın. It's not that, I mean, if you don't sleep, there will not be that much serious consequences, but still, you can say uyumalısın, uyuman gerek, uyumak zorundasın. How does mecbur compare to these? That's a good question now. Mecbur is basically an equivalent or alternative for zorunda. It's at the same level of force, maybe slightly more than that. It's a bit more dramatic. Like, if you have to do something, people usually say zorundayım. But when they want to emphasize dramatically, I have to do this, you will hear mecbur. So you will hear gitmeye mecburum. Çalışmaya mecburum. Sometimes you can also use mecbur with nouns, objects. Mesela, for example, You can hear this in a song or poem. Ben sana mecburum. This means basically I need you, but it's more than that. Like I can't live without you. Ben sana mecburum. Okay, mecburum is an alternative and on the same level as zorunda, but it's more poetic. I don't think people will say that in a daily life. You will probably hear it in movies, books, or I don't know, poems. But as a quick response, you can still hear it. I just realized. For example, you have to go somewhere and you're on your way out, and some people don't say, don't go, hey, gitme. Gitme, neden gidiyorsun? Then you will be like, mecburum. I have to. When one talk about rules to follow, is zorunda used? Yeah, exactly. You have to follow this rule. Bu kurala uymak zorundasın. It's used in questions a lot. That reminds me of a meme. Let me quickly find it. A YouTube video. Like, do I have to? Zorunda mıyım? That one was funny. Here. I'll post it in the link in the chat. Like Dilberay is some singer, the other guy is some news reporter. He asks her like, what is your favorite song, or what is the most popular song that people ask from you? She says, Zorunda mıyım? That's the title of the song. Like, do I have to? In the song, then it follows with like, do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? But when she says or answers with zorunda mıyım, the other guy thinks she's responds like, do I have to answer this question? Do I have to say the name? Exactly. So they have a little bit misunderstanding, but then they realize it and they just start laughing. You can watch it later. But yeah, like bize en popüler şarkınızı söyler misiniz? Zorunda mıyım? Would you tell me your most popular song? Do I have to say it? But anyway, tamam. Örnekler de bu kadar yeter. I can fill in the table with more examples before posting this PDF. Şimdi